a gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. 18's moving, 18's moving. Check, butt set, check, butt set. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Set, 15, Ronnie, 15 line. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end's right. Alert, alert. 3 down, SOS.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hey, lock it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check, 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 check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call. Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And Jennings has it. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Coming to you, coming to you. Seven's a mic. Get up.
Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
61.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And a huge play that time. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Deep grip. Deep grip.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
You draw quarters. Hey, let go. Now.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Recon, 110.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Topper! 3 down. Hey, alert 3. You ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
3 down. Hey, Foxtrot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch that.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, check 24.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Randy Gregory. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey. Slam. Bam. Shit. Alert 3. 6-6. Pull it high. Check.
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready? 30 base. Left tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3. Hey, Charlie.
Now back to throw. Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Fucking Bucks, 70.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Look at this
and
bullshit.
Close to
Fucking
a
lazy
first down
shit.
as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Fucking bullshit.
Intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A gain there of 21 yards. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Big hold to the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 16 yards, a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense.